Yeah, I just want to be the greatest.
It's your boy Hi-Fi Vega, and today I'm doing a 1/0 cheat sheet update. I've got two new contenders, and we're going to walk through the 1/0 cheat sheet. But first, let me introduce you to the contenders. In the red corner, we have the Audio Legion 1/0 OFC wire. Just picked this up in a kit. Seems like pretty nice stuff, seems true to spec, but we will see. In the blue corner, we have Hertz 1/0 tinned OFC wire. This too seems true to spec. It seems like a pretty solid deal. So I'll cut apart both these wires. We'll see how much copper we got in it. We'll check the jacket thickness, all that type of stuff. And I want to add one more component to the test. We're going to check for uniformity around the edge of this wire here. So shout out to my buddy Dean for pointing out that he's noticed some inconsistencies in some of the wire he's tested. With all that being said, I think we'll just go ahead and cut this wire open, see what it's made of, jump to the 1/0 cheat sheet. We're going to start off with the Audio Legion, and I'm going to do it the same way I've done every single test so far, but let me explain that to you guys in this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is weigh the completed 6-inch length and see what we get, write it down. I will check the diameter of the whole piece. Then we will cut the jacket, separate the copper, weigh the copper, write that down, weigh the jacket, write that down, and then finally go in and check the jacket thickness. And like I said before, I'm also checking for the uniformity, and I'm kind of doing that right now, and this one looks pretty good to me. Let's get the full weight on the Audio Legion 1/0. 96.5 grams. Now we're going to check the outside diameter thickness. 14.69 millimeters. We're going to call that 14.7. Now let's cut the jacket off and see how much copper we have inside. We'll start with the copper weight. A Big 3 upgrade is the best way to start upgrading your electrical, and if you're in need of a kit, I got you. Go to hifivega.com. I have several different stages of kits. I know I've got one to fit what you're looking for. When you're going to upgrade, you need that Big 3 kit. Go to hifivega.com. It's car audio for enthusiasts by an enthusiast. 77.3 grams. Now we'll go to the jacket weight. 19.2 grams. Now we'll test the jacket thickness. I'm going to go right in the middle and see where we're at. 2.78 millimeters. Let's go to the outside. 2.85 millimeters. And we're 2.7 here. So fairly consistent overall. We'll call that 2.7 millimeters. Now we're on to the Hertz 1/0 tinned OFC. Let's see what we get total weight. 88.5 grams. Check the overall diameter here. 14.78 millimeters. Now let's cut open the Hertz wire and see how much copper we have in it. Now let's check the copper weight on the Hertz wire. 66.2 grams. Let's see what the weight of the jacket is. 22 grams. Now let's check the thickness and see where we're at. As you can see, this one's pretty uniformed as well. It does seem a little thicker than the Audio Legion. We're about 3.45 millimeters directly in the middle. Let's go to the side. 3.4. Let's go to the other side. 3.44. We're going to call that 3.4 millimeters. All right, we're gonna start off with the dropping Hertz wire here. It weighs in at 66.2 grams of copper, which puts it in the 25 spot just below certified Basshead. And at 66.2 grams, it's pretty much on point with standard 1/0 American wire gauge wire. It's $4 a foot. I think at $4, it's a pretty good value. You can catch this on sale every now and again for $150 for a 50-foot roll, and at that price, it is an exceptional value if you can pick it up for $150 for a roll, making it $3 a foot. This wire is also tinned, so if you're looking for something that is tinned OFC wire, that's a definite bonus for you. This one came in at 77.3 grams, putting it at the number 13 spot. In my opinion, anything above the 15 mark is pretty exceptional in the copper weight category. And here it is, the Audio Legion 1/0 wire. It's not tinned, it's just pure copper. Has a nice tight braid, I do like that. One unfortunate thing about this wire is you cannot get it in a 50-foot roll as of now. I just checked the website again, and you can only get it in the 1/0 amp kit, and that amp kit right now is $85. I think that's a really good value. I don't know what this would cost dollar per foot, but I'm sure if they sold it that way, it would be a pretty good value, seeing as the kit is so cheap compared to other kits on the market. So if you're looking at that kit, the one I reviewed just last week, it's a definite buy in my opinion. Now I just want to take the time to go back over the 1/0 cheat sheet so you can kind of see what I'm doing here, understand my method, understand the chart itself. I've got it pulled up on the screen, so we'll just go ahead and go over it, and I'll kind of explain to you what's going on here. As you can see, we have them listed in order of copper weight. The price per foot or price per gram of copper does not count in the rankings here. It's only copper weight, and the easiest way to tell the best value is by gram of copper. So in the first row, you're going to see the name of the wire tested. The second row, you're going to see the name of the source for price. On the number spot is Timco 2/0 welding cable. The price reference is at timco.com. I will list the place that I bought it so you can check it out for yourself and make sure the prices are correct. And this is up to date as of September 12th, 2021. Next, after you see the price reference, we go to copper weight, and the copper weight is measured in 6-inch increments. So if you want the copper weight for 1 foot, you would just double whatever's here. It's just easier to do it in 6-inch increments. Next, you will see the price per foot. Now, the price per foot is set on a 50-foot roll. In cases that I can't do that, I just put non-applicable or NA, but I had many people suggest that I do it price per foot based on a 50-foot roll, and I think that's a good way to do it because many people do buy it in a 50-foot roll. In the next column, you will see the price per 50-foot, which basically is the same as the price per foot because all we're doing is a little bit of division here, but I wanted it up there for reference for everybody. In the next column is the price per gram of copper. The way I calculate this is I take the price per foot and I divide it by the grams of copper in 6 inches, giving me the number that I then multiply by 2 to get the price per gram of copper. In the instance of the Timco 2/0, it is 7 cents per gram of copper. If you divide 92.7 into $3.24, you get around 3.5 cents by 2, giving you about 7 cents per gram of copper. The final column is tinned, so I have an X marking if this wire is tinned or if it is not. Tinned wire is very important to some people it is not. So I did want to make sure to add if this wire is tinned or if it is not. All right, that's it. The 1/0 cheat sheet is explained. We've tested 2 new wires, added them to the list. I may still be missing a few wires. If you guys don't see them on the 1/0 cheat sheet, make sure you check that and holler at me, and I will try to acquire those and test those as well. But make sure you check the cheat sheet because I have a lot of people in the comments saying wire that I've already tested. So definitely go to the description below and check the cheat sheet and see what I have and have not tested. My intent with this cheat sheet is not to say what's the best wire and what is not the best wire. There's many factors that go into the quote-unquote best wire. With that being said, I want you to have more data to make your decision, and this data is solely based on copper. At this point, I have not tested these over extended runs of 15 to 20 foot and see how much voltage drop, etc. and so on, because that would be very expensive. So the easiest way for me to do this test and not have to be out $1 million buying 20-foot runs of every single brand, I believe I've tested 33 or 34 at this point, is to get 1-foot links, cut them down to 6-inch, and weigh the copper. So if you appreciate this content and you want to see more stuff like this, go ahead and subscribe now if you're not already. Obviously hit the bell so you can get notifications when more wire videos are available. For those of you who are already subscribed, and always comment below, share your thoughts. I really appreciate you guys, and I will catch each and every one of you on the next video. I'd like to thank all my Patreon supporters, but a special shout out goes to the $6 or more members: 2001 Monolithic, Gene Nava, Joaquin Juarez, El Fuego, Travis McClendon, Brandon Hanna, William Berg, Boxboy Audio Sound Solution, Jesus Tires, Orion the Great, Dennis Cromwell Jr., Scott Dilbeck, D. Stewart, Aaron Waltz, David Kozlik, Scott McCord, and Matthew Tolberg. For as little as $2 a month, you can join the team and help me reach my goal of $200 a month so I can do an exclusive Patreon-only monthly podcast for every tier from $2 all the way up. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to my pitch, and if you want to support, check me out at patreon.com/Hi-Fi Vega.